What's good, everybody? This is Spiritual Law. I'm just bringing another video just, to share with y'all, something that I want to talk to. Because today I was on YouTube and I just saw something, you know, that it caught my attention. I saw, a lot of similar videos about people. And first, my research was basically just to see what, spiritual YouTubers, like what they are posting, what they are, they up to. And I saw a lot of videos like people saying, God, that I tried this. I had experience trying this type of, you know, this type of drugs, this type of DMT, whatever. And one thing that I saw was a lot of videos, basically related with that, like they sharing their experience and stuff like that. And that's why in this video I want to talk about like mistakes that people do during spirituality. Well, in your point of view or on their point of view, I might be wrong, but on my point of view, I'm right, and I believe what they're doing is wrong. Because I believe you don't need doing all those whatever, no drugs, just to experience, having a spiritual experience. Like you don't need that, you know. And these people, it looks like they're forcing a way to have spiritual experiences. They trying DMTs, acids, shrooms, and now even a different drug, a shaman. Even they doing shaman rituals now. They going, to South America, doing shamanic rituals, and they smoke whatever that these shaman people smoke, and they do those rituals so they can have a different experience, like spiritual experience. Like there's levels, like I said and I used to say, there's levels on spirituality. In spirituality, your focus is to find yourself, to figure out who you are, what's your purpose in life. But there's people in spirituality, they have different missions, they have different goals, not even goals, they have duties, and these people, that their mission is basically to spread the word to the people, stuff like that, And in spirituality, you have as well like different people that they do different stuffs, like mediums, people that, they have gifts, they can see, they can hear, you know, different entities, stuffs like that, And these people, okay, I get it, you want to experience, having a higher spiritual, experience and stuff like that. But y'all just mixing it and twisting it at the same time, because that don't make, like, y'all doing it wrong. Because as y'all know, there's good and bad. And when you on spirituality, you need to know that you're not alone, and you need to know the good is watching you, but the bad at the same time, they're watching you too. And you have to protect yourself from those bad ones, And why do I say that, doing drugs while you're on your spirituality is bad? Because it open portals, you know for lower entities, and lower entities, they like, those things. You're not protected, and you can have a spiritual attack. People that, let's say, that experiencing, doing a type of drug, for them, just the way how they react, they just getting high or whatever. But with you, it'll be different. It starts, you having a bad trip. You can have a bad trip or something that is kicking off. You might thinking like you're tweaking, but in reality, you're just having a spiritual attack, and you're having a really bad experience, because you open yourself. You open your doors. You open the portals for those lower entities starting, be around you, and intervene and interfere, with you, messing around with you. So you're gonna be more to their attacks, more to, bad vibes, type, you know. And as well, DMTs, acids, whatever. I think why by the name acids, I think it says everything. You should not try that. I think that name says everything. Acids, you know, and DMT and stuff like that. I think you should not do it. If you want to try it one time, whatever, that's up to you. That's okay. You should do it one time, but it is better at the same time because you're going to become dependent and starting doing it more and more and more and more and more. You're going to become addicted to it. And there's a lot of people, they got addicted to it. They just do acids all the time. They just do DMTs all the time, every day. It becomes a habit. You become addicted to it, and even experiencing spirituality on the way that you should be. You're just basically tweaking and getting high and getting fried. Basically, you're just getting fried because the way how you're dealing with it, your spirituality, and you're not even protecting and taking care of your soul and yourself, your vessel. You're just making your loved ones and your spiritual guides moving away from you because your body and your soul is dirty. And you doing more and more drugs. Do you think that your higher selves, and do you think that your higher self, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, your family, that your loved ones would like to be around you if you doing drugs all the time? I think they will not like to be around a person like that because they don't like that that environment. So you're not gonna attract them. You're just gonna attract something else, and just gonna be vibing with you, and getting to and tripping with you on that, same level. So you don't need doing those type of drugs all the time or whatever. You can do it one time to experience, it will open your mind, and you could see how spirituality is on a higher level. But I don't recommend for y'all becoming dependent and addicted and doing it every day and depending on that just to have a spiritual experience, and you're not even focusing on yourself, on taking care of yourself, on protecting yourself, on cleaning yourself, your energy, balancing the chakras, and having the best spiritual experience that you should have, just natural, everything you can, everything that you experience with with those DMTs, whatever, you can experience the same without it. It might take more time for you to reach that level by yourself, but you can do it. So there's no need. And I see a lot of people, that's what they do it wrong. They just looking for something that they can do so they can experience more and more and more the spiritual journey and in a higher level, and that's completely wrong. Mixing in with shamans is a different level and is a different topic. They like mediums, but they connect with spirits. Their job is different. They are those mediums that they connect with spirits. They like me, they can see and hear those type of things, but they do the extra. They do those rituals, they let the spirits to incorporate their body, and those type of things. That's what they do. And I see people just trying to get involved into that, to that side, and like it's too much, and you're just doing it wrong. You don't know what you're doing, and you can something bad can happen to you, you know, because you don't know what you're gonna get, you know, when you go to something that you never experienced, what you're not expecting on this way, let's say, you know, you might get, you might get caught lacking, you know, especially on the spirituality, you know, it's tough, you know, it's tough. So those sides, you know, dealing with other entities and stuff like that, you know, you should not go there if you don't have experience, or you know, or you don't have a gift that, you know, you dealt with them before, or you know what's going on, you know, you should not approach that side because you're gonna get hurt, you know. And that's how it is. And I heard even the name of those plants that they are smoking whatever in with the shamans. I did my research. I think you don't need that. People don't need that at all. Those, you know, drugs all the time, DMTs, whatever, that, you know, you don't need that. You know, you just need to focus on yourself, you know, your higher self, you know, taking care of yourself, you know, learning your journey every day. Every day is a new day. Every day is something. There's something new that you're gonna learn, you know, every day. You know, you're gonna experience something different while you focusing, you know, on your journey. You know, every day you learn something, you know, and you should do it the best, and you know, the best and the cleanest way possible. You know, don't do, you know, those type of things all the time. You can experiencing, okay, so you can see the other perspective and the higher level of how it is. But don't, you know, make it as a habit all the time. You think like, oh, I need this to become spiritual, or no, you don't need that, you know. You just, you know, need to get to know yourself. You need to know who you are, what's your purpose, you know. Take care of yourself. That's how it is, you know, of your soul and your vessel, you know. That's what it is. So I believe those, you know, is a mistake that people are doing, you know, because it bring bad effects, like, you know, such as, you know, becoming an addict, you know, addicted and stuff like that, and they bring in as a habit, it's becoming a habit, and people think that they might need this just to, you know, experience this spirituality, whatever. Instead, they don't need it, you know, because if you see a lot of, you know, Buddhists and stuff like that, just natural, and check and see how the level that they get it spiritually, so into a higher level, you know, just, you know, taking care of themselves and doing the right way. That's how we should do on the right way. We don't need those, you know, to messing around, you know. I believe people, you know, are doing wrong with that, you know. It's a mistake when you on your spiritual journey, you know, you're on your spirituality. I think it's a mistake. I believe there's nothing wrong trying one time, because you're gonna experience, you're gonna open your mind. It might be positive. It depends how you deal with it, because, you know, it's not for everybody experiencing, you know, dealing with those stuff. It's not for everybody. You need to, you know, be strong mentally, and you know, you need to be on a higher vibration frequency, and you know, you need to be protected and stuff like that, because you think you're gonna see something good, but maybe something bad is waiting for you, you know, as soon as you know, you hit whatever you want to hit, you know. Yeah. So this was what basically it just, you know, pop up on my YouTube. A lot of people doing, oh, I tried this, I almost died doing this and stuff like that, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? You know, why they people now is taking to the extreme, you know. Now, like, they just it looks like they're depending on those drugs just to be spirituals, and I was like, this is not right. Like, on my point of view, you know, I believe that's not the way, you know. It's not the way. So, you know, I don't need that to experience, you know, those levels. Though the levels that they want to get it, they want to experience with those things, I can experience without it, you know. I can experience without it. All my dreams, when I'm, you know, when I go to sleep, when I close my eyes, my third eye is watching the, you know, it's open. I can, you know, I can see. Even today, I just put it the audio in the morning, because I just woke up really early and I just wanted to, you know, get sleep a little bit. I just put an audio about, just to try, you know, those DMT stuff, just the audio, and I experienced the same. I experienced the same on my dream. As soon as I closed my eyes, I saw an entity looking at me. And I was like, I remember this, you know, this background. I remember this background. I was like, this is another dimension. I remember this. And I was like, I'm really experiencing this just with, you know, with the audio, just with, you know, with the audio. And, you know, but it just made me, you know, it just made me a little bit worried, because people, you know, thinking that this is the way, you know, but they should just focusing on the basic, you know, about spirituality. And that is the basic and the main thing that, you know, that unlock, you know, your awakening. You know, just be yourself, just take care of yourself, just, you know, learn about, you know, how how to meditate, how, you know, to do the alkaline, you know, taking alkaline food and stuff like that, and, you know, taking care of your vessel, and, you know, learn about the chakras, you know, how to balance them. You know, the lower chakra is the reason of such and such and such, you know, regarding your, you know, attitudes and things like that, you know. And this is very important to regulate the lower chakra. So you see, I'm giving key points, and that will make a lot of changes in your life, you know. And after you're regulating the lower chakra, you know, you're working on the other chakras until you get to the crown chakra. And from the crown chakra on, you know, you're on the higher frequency, and you know, that's when you see magic. So people don't need that. You don't need, you know, those type of things. But, you know, if you want to try, it's okay. But, you know how people are. They're gonna become obsessed with it. They're gonna it gonna becomes a, you know, a habit, addiction, and that's bad. And you're just gonna ruin your experience, your spiritual experience. And, you know, you're thinking you're doing for your best, but you're doing for your worst. You know, like that. You know, it's like smoking. People think like smoking weed and stuff like that, you become more spiritual. No, you on your spiritual, you cannot smoke, you cannot drink. That attack brings spirits, bad frequency, bad, you know, bad spirits, evil, you know, demons. You know, you're just gonna be a victim of spiritual attacks all over and over and over and over while you're doing that. Because a person on a spirituality smoking and drinking, that shit, it will hit them way different than the normal person doing that. You know, you're gonna feel it on a different way, you know. And you're not even gonna enjoy it. You're just gonna have bad trips, bad vibes all the time. Why? You're being under a spiritual attack. The demons, the archons, whatever, you know, those parasites, you know, low frequency, you know, energies, they don't want to let you experience, you know, whatever you want to experience, because, you know, they fucking with you. You know, you know, you open the doors for them, you know, and they can mess around, you know. But yeah, this is, you know, just what I just wanted to bring with y'all, you know, about this that I saw today. You know, a lot of YouTubers and people, you know, like sharing videos, doing videos about what they experience, and they almost die doing this and doing that, and that just caught my attention. And I saw it and I was like, no, it don't make no sense on my point of view. Maybe because, you know, not everybody is the same. I'm not saying that I'm better than the other ones, but myself, I don't need that. I can experience whatever I want to experience by learning and by practicing. I don't need that, you know. So I was, you know, I was thinking maybe I should talk about this, you know, just to let people know that it is not like they think it is, you know. And it's all about, you know, the principles, you know, of, you know, spirituality, the basics, you know, that it takes you everywhere, you know. So yeah, family, that's pretty much it. Spiritual law. Peace.